Today at Tennis Warehouse, we're putting two strings to the test. This is Luxilon ALU Power versus Luxilon Savage. Today, two Luxilon strings go head to head. The first one is one of the most iconic and popular co-polys ever made. It features a round profile and offers impressive performance in nearly every category, while the second one is a wallet-friendly shaped poly with near maximum levels of control and spin. This is Luxilon ALU Power versus Luxilon Savage. It was Chris and I on this playtest. Now these are both strings that we're fairly familiar with. We're hitting them a bunch, so it was really fun to take them head to head. I had mine strung in the Wilson RF97. What's your setup today?
So I've got the Auxetic and the Graphene 360 Plus Speed Pros. Yeah, I enjoyed these strings in both, but tell us what you thought.
Okay, I'm gonna cut right to the point. I love Savage. I have always liked Savage, and this was such a fun playtest because I didn't want to love ALU Power, and I realized why it is one of the most popular strings, but I'm still going with Savage because of that lower power, that more controlled. It's a little stiffer than ALU Power. What about you? What do you think?
So back in the day, I did a comparison like this with Andy, and I was then using the Babolat Pure Drive Plus, which is a much more powerful racket than that. And I played it, ALU Power against RPM Blast, and I preferred the RPM just because it helped control the power of that racket. This is a much more controlled racket, and my taste in string has completely flipped because of that. And so here I'm enjoying the ALU Power much more just because it is juicing up the Speed Pro a little bit, giving me a little bit more court penetration on my shots. I'm noticing my serves especially, and also the bigger ground strokes I'm hitting, they're pushing through the court a little better with this string. The Savage is all about control. I get great spin and rotation on the ball, but I'm just enjoying that little extra zip from the ALU Power.
And I'm curious to hear your thoughts on durability and playability duration. For me, I found the Savage to be a really good string. You kind of compared it to RPM Blast. That's a string that I find bags out really fast, and I didn't find that to happen with Savage, which is just another reason why I love it.
Complete agreement. So for me, fresh off the stringer, Savage and RPM pretty close, but week and a half, 2 weeks in, I'm still really enjoying the Savage, whereas I'm probably going to cut out the RPM, put a fresh set in because it does play amazingly well fresh off the stringer. And then the ALU Power is lasting well too. It is a live relay of the two, and it remains that throughout the test.
And then there is some debate over shape string versus a round string and which one you might be able to get more spin from. I personally don't hit with a ton of spin, but I really appreciated the bite from Savage. Of course, I loved what ALU Power had to offer as well, but I really enjoy that bite on Savage.
Yeah, Savage gets the nod for me for spin too. A lot of grip, and because it's a slightly deader of the two strings, it really encourages me to swing big and swing fast. And the faster you swing, the faster you can get that ball spinning. ALU Power is definitely more of a confidence string for me. If I'm playing well and I'm confident with it, I'm going to carry that tip speed as well. So yeah, but all things equal, I think Savage just pips it for spin.
Nice. And then you guys are trying to influence me when it comes to string tension and comfort. So I am loving the ALU Power at that lower tension in rackets, and especially in tighter string patterns, not in these ones, but like that Blade 1820. However, I don't have as much discomfort. I mean, clearly I don't have as much discomfort with ALU Power. Savage, I do like to crank up there. I like that deader, no feel. I would definitely say it is the lesser of the comfort strings, but how did you find it?
So I went 48 pounds with both, and I'm pretty usually, especially in a racket like this, down under 50 pounds, and I thought both played really nicely. The Savage I could probably drop down to 46, get even more pocket from it, and get a bit more flight on the ball. But the ALU Power just felt dialed in at 48. What tensions were you at?
I was up at 56 in both of them, but again, we've been playtesting a lot of different lower tensions with both these rackets and tighter string patterns. I was gonna mention feel real quick. Like I said, I love Savage, and I just wanted that to be the clear winner for me through this playtest. However, I hit this ALU Power right off the stringer, and it had better feel than Savage to me. It just felt like very plush, luxurious. I felt the ball pocket.
There is something magical about ALU Power, and every time I'm hitting it, I'm reminded of that. Savage doesn't have that. What Savage does have is a lot of control, a slightly deader, a little bit more dampened feel, I think. Whereas ALU Power, you feel super connected to the ball's really jumping off the string bed for a poly, but seems to just always play great no matter what racket I put it in, and especially in the Speed Pro, I really enjoyed it.
Nice. And last but certainly not least, I do want to bring up the price point of Savage. It's nearly $10 less than ALU Power, and I can see why all the pros are string with ALU Power, especially with those endorsement deals. But for me, Savage is such a great price point for a Luxon string.
Agreed. Yeah, killer deal. In this black colorway, I think it plays like a lot of other more expensive strings, offers that same level of spin and control, and so it's a great way to go.
Nice. Well, I'm going with my pick as Luxon Savage moving forward, and
ALU Power for me in this one.
Awesome. Well, we'd love to hear if you guys try them side by side, which one you prefer, and if you want to go grab a set, go to tenniswarehouse.com.